I'm the devil. If ever there was such a thing, the results of much too many drugs. What you're seeing, I'm.
What is up, my fellow hip hop heads and music lovers in general? My name is G-Vans and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the third and final upload for today, the final album I got to review today. So let's get right to it. So the final album that I'm reviewing today is an album called ORION. I think it's how you pronounce it. Is it Orion or Orion? I think it's Orion. I'm gonna just say Orion. But the album is called ORION, and it's the second studio album by a band that I personally didn't think was gonna come back ever, but they finally did. And that band is none other than the X Ambassadors. Boy, has it been a fucking while since I heard that name. It's very very weird to like finally say that 2019 was the year that the X Ambassadors came back. For those of you that don't know, their first like studio album came out in 2015, which was called VHS, which had a lot of great like songs, you know, like Renegades, and I think the other song was called Unsteady. Yeah, so those two songs were like really popular. That was like considered like their breakthrough album, and rightfully so because they had a lot of success with that one. But unfortunately, when you create a really good first album, there is a chance that you will not be able to like I wouldn't say like make it better, but to like top up, I guess you know, I said this phrase like earlier today and I fucking forgot it, so I don't know why that happens to me. But like pretty much there is a chance of you not being able to make like anything like equally as good as your first album when your first album like makes you a lot of fucking success, you know what I mean? So there was a point in my time, in my life at least, I don't know anybody else who are fans of X Ambassadors, but I know that I had like this like feeling in my head where I was like, you know, I don't think I don't think the X Ambassadors are like I don't think they're gonna be able to make a better album or make like better like songs after VHS because that one is gonna be hard to live up to. Um, so yeah, I definitely had my doubts. And after listening to this album, I gotta say, I'm really really sorry that I ever doubted them because this album was like really really great. So apparently they did have like a rough start in the beginning of the year because they apparently already had like a collection of songs like already like put together and already like ready to go for the album, and then apparently they decided to change their plans and like, you know, delete everything and pretty much like start over from scratch, which sometimes that isn't a good idea because then like something bad could happen. You know, I wouldn't say something bad, but it's like maybe like the songs they made were already good, but like no one is ever gonna know because they're never gonna hear from them. So yeah, they did have a really like rough start when they were creating this album. Although there was only one song that that got like saved, I guess you could say, and that one song is called "Joyful." I'm pretty sure, and that whole song pretty much has Sam Harris, who is like the front man of X Ambassadors. It pretty much has him, you know, like pretty much paving the way for what would be this album's like main theme, and that main theme is how to find perseverance or how to persevere during like the really really like dark times in your life. And that's pretty much what this album is. It's a big like diary of Sam Harris, like him telling stories of his own personal life like everything he's like experienced so far, um, and pretty much him being like kind of more, well, I wouldn't say more vulnerable, because he was really really fucking like emotional, and a lot more vulnerable on VHS. But pretty much he like opens up more, and it seems like really really sad. I was really really sad, I'll be honest, it was like, well, I was gonna say it was sort of a rough start. I would say maybe like this the third track I was like, okay. But like as I kept going, like, it was something like really enjoyable. You know, who would have thought that like a sudden like change in plans on, like starting over from scratch would, like, be a blessing in disguise, because I hear a lot of confidence from Sam Harris again. And I feel like he finally like has stopped thinking about, having to match, having to outmatch, having to live up to, not only like living up to Unsteady and Renegades, but also trying like not to focus on like living up to the VHS album, because I think this one might be like something that everyone is going to remember. I'm definitely going to like um, remember this album a lot, um, because I don't know, there's just something about it that I really really enjoyed. It's like, you know these guys are always known for being the biggest fucking like, I guess you could call it, genre hoppers, because they don't like focus on just one genre. You know what I mean? Like there are a few songs where, they're singing over like a groovy like hip hop beat, and then there's like one song where it's like a lot more calm and a lot more like bluesy. It kind of sounds like something that Imagine Dragons would make. Um, so yeah, they do experiment with different genres as always. And there's a lot of like deep talk in it. There is this song called "I Don't Know How to Pray," um, where it has Sam Harris, getting kind of like spiritual, trying to talk to God, like questioning if God's real, and just him like asking God, why does bad shit happen to the good people? Like it always happens to the good people, and that's something that I've always thought about, back in middle school, back in high school. I always felt, like why do like everybody that like every bad person that goes against everything God says, like always get ahead, and like the good guys, and just the good people in general, like are like left to suffer all the time. Like I've heard a lot of devastating stories that happen to a lot of good people in my life. So I do really like that song in general was like one of like the most like personal ones to me. And another very personal one is a song called "Hold You Down," which is pretty much a song about taking care of each other, and it's also Sam Harris showing how he like really cares for other people, before himself. Um, he I could really like relate to that. I like to see everybody happy. I like to make everybody smile, even though like I don't really focus on my happiness that much as I should. But it's like, I don't know. It's like him really showing like that commitment, how he is to helping everybody before he helps himself. How he cares about everybody more than he cares about himself. And and I know that's like a pretty like bad like state of mind to be in, but it's I don't know. It's something weird to like try and get people to understand, because like they personally don't like have that mindset. So it's like, I don't know. Like I guess the like quick explanation could be that like when you like go through like a lot of like suffering and a lot of like depression, you don't want anybody else to feel the sadness that you feel, and you want everyone else to be as happy as they can, because like for a long time you felt that happiness was something that you couldn't achieve. So so yeah, that's pretty like deep topics for this album. Damn, we went from talking about African roots to talking about going on the apocalypse to talking about fucking to this album. It's I don't know. It's really good. I can't really think of anything else that I gotta say. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed my review. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram down below. As always, DM me for requests. Go ahead and follow X Ambassadors on Instagram down below. Their new album Orion is out now. Go listen to it if you haven't already. I promise you it's something you won't regret. And with that being said, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to stay happy.
Said all my piece, said all that's left to say.